Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Outrageous. Hiya, Emil. How are you? You fucking weirdo. Welcome, DJ. Welcome, DMS. Welcome, A. Welcome, Tripler. And Dushan. How are we all? I am fantastic. And doing really well. Today I put out, well, not today, this week, I put out a review of Narciso Rodriguez for him, excuse me, and I put out a first impressions, kindly brought to you by Laram. So I may. Oh, fuck me, I'm not sure about that, mate. Ooh. Barely. Just smelling the feeling agil that I got off me, mate. It's a bit fucked. Oh. Welcome, Christina. How are you? Yeah, buddy. Welcome, Zhao. How now, Zhao? MJ, welcome. A is also fantastic and doing really well, and is wearing Cologne Aficionale, touching 80 Fahrenheit. What's that in real money? We here are real men. We don't wear freaking cherry blossoms, says the Spaced Out. Check and speak Cuba Cologne. Phenomenal. Welcome, Christina. I came in for that big gulp, says Divine. Enjoying the big gulp. Welcome, Pat Lester. Welcome, Zhao is wearing Chanel's Coromandel. In real money, that's around 27 Celsius. Bloody hell, that's warm for this time of year. It's still quite cold here. I've still got my socks on. Welcome, Bjorn. The cherry blossom on Comet is not promising. No, I'm expecting a feminine fragrance. Highly. Highly feminine. Comet will be a boring powder musk for the ladies. Yeah, with a bit of iris in. I've got a feeling it's going to smell like all the other Les Exclusives. Les Exclusives. And I'm not big on them, I won't lie. A bit of a headache. How did that happen? Who knows? Welcome, Bjorn. You are wearing Aqua di Gio Absolute. Comet. At least Eugene's eyes are sparkling. He loves that sort of stuff. I imagine he'll be quite chuffed to see that they've released a new perfume. I don't know if he'll enjoy the smell. I imagine he will, because it'll be that Chanel DNA with, I don't know how he feels about Cherry Blossom, to be fair. Divine sprayed some Basso in his room. My scent of the day is Amber and a Wee. Sorry, I just had to mute the mic there because I was having a bit of a nose. A bit of a nosy moment. Amber and a Wee has a very weird mushy dry down to me. Are you talking about the newer versions? I have the old CD version, and mine's got a. I'm sure there's tobacco in it. Some kind of tobacco, biscuity, a biscuity, tobacco, oaty kind of feel. Looking forward to solving the world's economic problems today, Duck. Today is the day. I shall not be espousing on political topics if I can help it, so please do not encourage me. I don't like to fucking talk about it, but I don't always win in that regard. You know? Can't wait for the Bulgarian man in black parfum. Me too, headache. It's the full moon. It's the full moon. Full moon in Virgo, someone said earlier. We need to tell us what that means. I have no idea what it means. I'm not into astrology. If someone can make a cherry smell weird, that's Chanel, but we will see. I don't like cherry. I think it's too sweet, too rich, too glass. Since I wore Enclave. Good question is, why does Duck have so few amouages? I don't know. I just don't care for them. You'd think I would. Like, there was one of them that really sickened us, like a really smoky one in a blue bottle, and it made me feel the smoke wasn't as good as smoke I've smelled. It smelled like barbecue more than smoke. This is one of the best smoky fragrances I've smelled. This is Queer by Monodiorio. Whoa, this is a top fragrance. Top leather. Amber and a Wee. Scent of the day, French lover, says Micah. Good evening, Pradeep. Dushan, I found something interesting on eBay, but I'm not sure if it's legit. Any chance I could consult you about it? Don't want to post the link in case someone is cheeky. You won't be able to post the link. You haven't got the spanner. Going deep with a burger right now. Secret sauce whipping through the base. I had a burger today. I went through to Miller and Carter, and excuse me, and it was fun. It was fantastic. Dior Homme Intense. I never wear Dior Homme Intense, which is a shame, because it's fantastic. Like, I'm definitely not selling this, but I should probably wear it more often. The 2016 version. Same, but eating a great fish sandwich. Tartar sauce whipping through the base. A fish sandwich? That's scandalous. I've never heard such madness. A fish sandwich? That's madness. I don't eat fish, though, so I'm not au fait with your ways. You fish-eating people's ways. you know. Oh, dear me. Oh. Excuse me. The burger was fantastic and doing really well with barbecue sauce whipping through the base. I've found a sample of Chanel's Allure Sport. How is it? I'm more of a meat guy than fish, says Bjorn. I can't eat fish. Just weird texture, weird smell, weird look, weird everything. I was in hospital when I was a kid, and they gave me, like that big orange fish in a plate of milk. And they were like, here you are. And I was like, I'm not eating that. And in those days, it was like, well, if you won't eat it, you're not having anything. And I was like, well, fuck you. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. I'll just have to be hungry. You know what I mean? Mental behavior. And as somebody in niche, this is fucking trash. So much sweetness, Tonka. This is supposed to be a fresh scent. Yikes. Welcome, Michael Harness. Which perfume houses have jumped the shark? Says Gloopy Moop. Welcome, Gloopy Moop. I would say almost all of them at this point in time. Dior have jumped the shark. Tom Ford are, and they're certainly taking a good run up at it. Oh God, Jean Paul Gaultier definitely jumped the shark. YSL's jumped the shark. I mean, to be fair, there's some big casualties in the ones I've said there. Some horrific perfumes. Have Creed jumped the shark? Creed are eyeing the shark up, thinking, I could get over you. That's what they're doing. They're thinking to themselves, I reckon I could get past you, shark, over the top. Creed are, is there any good diners left? Chanel. Mainly because they haven't, Chanel are working on the principle that it is better to not release a perfume and have everybody think you are a fool than to release a perfume and remove all doubt. You know what I mean? That's kind of what Chanel have done. They've kind of risen to the top through inaction, because Dior have completely shat themselves. Poo everywhere. Like Jean Paul Gaultier, Jean Paul Gaultier's releases have almost become like the Jeremy Fragrance videos. You know what I mean? Like, they're embarrassing now. Welcome, Rudy. Thank God the new Chanel looks heavily feminine. $550 stays in my pocket for at least another 2 years long. Yes, their prices are fucking obscene. Utterly disgusting. Outrageous prices. Despicable, if you will. Guerlain makes good product, but too often and too price grabby. Silly, the amount of perfume. Has Guerlain jumped the shark? Excuse me. Have Guerlain jumped to the shark? Possibly. They're eyeing up the shark again. There's a big queue. There's a big queue to try and get themselves up and over that shark, YSL have jumped the shark. They've cleared the shark by miles. And the LV line is good too, from what I understand. I smelled them and I didn't like them. Really, really synthetic. Really synthetic. Like, horrifyingly. Strangely enough, I don't think Kurdijan has jumped the shark. You can't say that Kurdijan has jumped the shark. I mean, the last few haven't been very good. But I don't think he's jumped the shark. Gentle Fluidity was a strange release, but they weren't bad perfumes. They were just boring. You know what I mean? Chanel are a very savvy company. Creed created perfumes before sharks even existed. Sharks are like hundreds of millions of years old, aren't they? Like, not the individual sharks, but, you know, like the fucking... the species. Who jumped the duck? Nobody can jump the duck. Too big. Too much. It was either poo everywhere or Comet, and they went with Comet. Hard to fathom. That price increase from Chanel is immoral. Yes, then they'll keep being immoral. That it's 10%, and the way percentages work is that if you put it up 10% a year, that the increase in like dollar amount will go up. So it'll be like, it's 50 this year, it'll be 50 next year, and then it'll be 60 the year after that. Then it'll be 70. You know what I mean? Oud Wood Parfum is despicable, says Dropout. Yikes. It's really weird when you smell older Paco Rabanne fragrances compared to Paco Rabanne's Jump the Shark to modern Rabanne when it's just sweet fragrances. Yep. The older Paco Rabanne stuff. Paco Rabanne Pour Homme remains one of my favourite fragrances and absolutely stunning. The vintage one, stunning. And there's loads of them around. Harry Somel, recommend a good Boadicea fresh and oud fragrance to purchase? No, I wouldn't do such a thing to you, mate. You've never hurt me, so I wouldn't hurt you. Keep your money in your pocket and find something better. I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear, but I won't recommend bad fragrances. I mean, try them, by all means. I don't like recommending... Has Comme des Garçons jumped the shark? I don't think so. I don't think so. What if there is a surprise furry musk and civet in Comet? Ugh, that's not for me either. Hanging in there, you. Pretty much the same. You're a big Q. You're a big Q. Shut up, you, Lily. Little Lily. Just smelled Oud Mineral. It's so perfect from here in Florida. Well, that's I'm a big advocate of that. If something fits your surroundings, I always pick my scent of the day based on like what the weather's looking like, you know. And we get all 4 seasons where I live. I realise in some other places, in other parts of the world, you don't get all 4 seasons. You get like summer and then a little bit of autumn and then back to summer again. And in some places you get winter, which is kind of like winter all year round. Parts of Greenland. Not that we don't have many subscribers from Greenland, you know. Kirk John has jumped the shark in a different way, but he's jumped over to Dior. Once Guerlain raised their prices heavily on the 100ml bottles, it was a matter of time Chanel would match it. Only thing that saves them is the fact their bottles are 200ml. Yes. The thing is with Guerlain, they've completely ditched classic perfumery. Like, you don't smell... Oh, apparently the extracts have all been discontinued. A little bird told me this week. Apparently they've discontinued all their extracts. Not Chanel, Guerlain. I wasn't impressed with the Chanel extracts, if I'm being perfectly honest. They didn't do it for us. But yes, I agree. Chanel, it's like an arms race. It's like it's like they're having an arms race to see who can have the most expensive perfumes as like some sort of status symbol. It's obscene. It's obscene. He isn't taking risk anymore. Kurdijan. I smelled Ciel de Gum this week, and it's really nice. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not. It's not life-changing for me. Is it worth the prices it's going for on eBay? Absolutely fucking not. But I don't know. I don't know that it was worth. I mean, it's a like I said, it's got this kind of vanillic banana amber thing going on, which is interesting. I'm not averse to a banana note, especially in an amber. You smell them every once in a while. Baccarat is a great release. I think its popularity is annoying, but I don't hate the fragrance. I don't like that cotton candy thing, that synthetic pink neon kind of, that synthetic pink neon smell. Like if a pink neon sign was a smell, it would be Baccarat Rouge. Gentle fluidity always makes me think of the runs. Crikey. Gentle fluidity? Is it gentle when you get the runs? Kurdijan jumped and landed on Dior, or Demaché rather. Well, he is gone. Recommend a good Boadicea fresh and oud fragrance to purchase. Sorry, Harry, I just can't. I hope you'll stick with us, though, and don't hold it against us. Hearing Jacob say the prices out loud was almost surreal. Yeah, it is. It because it makes it tangible when somebody actually says it out loud, you know? Costume National top. Lily has been deleted. I never hurt you, duck. Why'd you hurt me? You did hurt me, though. You used to be nice. Or did you never used to be? Welcome, Germs. Amouage has a fish man in charge. Half man, half fish. All perfume shite. Has Amouage jumped the shark? Yes. That is a very good point, Joe. I remember when I smelled Opium pour on for the first time, I was amazed from the smell. Opium name definitely fits this fragrance. Yes, it is quite narcotic. It's got that sweetness, which makes it a bit, I don't have enough experience to recommend Boadicea's, but Ice Twist might be something interesting, and Energizer was good. Favorite Boadicea ouds are Imperial, Blue Sapphire, and Nema. Well, that's good advice from Divine. Try these, don't buy these. Try them, and if you like them, buy them, but if you don't. And try and look on discounters and stuff. Somehow forgive Chanel. They are not LVMH. Yeah. A far better offering. Recommendations on Royal Crown, Clive Christian, and Roja. Thin ice flutes, don't make me do it. Lily has been timed out. Well done. Have you sampled any more Heelys? No, I haven't tried any of them yet. I'm going to do the Isuzaks that DJ sent us. I'm going to do some of the stuff that he sent me. So that'll be good. Very strange and different house. Yeah, I heard on Eugene's stream that Guerlain is discontinuing their heritage extras, dark days we are living in. Crazy. They mustn't be able to reformulate them properly, you know? Virtus Oud Vanilla. My top 10 says supply and demand. Sealed to gum is so weird. Smells a little like plastic cellophane. I'm selling my bottle for $3,000. I hope you get it. Oh no, Lily was plucked. The vet ever wanted sheep at 21 stood out from the sample, says Micah. Kidding. He's not selling his bottle at all. Damn, Armani is re-releasing its Aqua di Gio Classic one in a different bottle, making it refillable. The new bottle looks great, but can't beat the classic. Has anybody seen the new Filippo Sorcinelli bottles? It's like a hand with like 2 fingers and 1 thumb sticking up. And somebody said it looks like two in the pink and 1 in the stink. And I was like, oh, good grief. So what's the DMG on the new channel anyway? On the new Chanel, sorry. Apparently it's Cherry Blossom and Musk. Mirage has not jumped the shark. The quality is still there, but the creative direction is missing. If you're going to say Mirage jumped the shark, then so is MFK. Well, that might be a point. I've never been massively into Amouage, to be fair, so I'm probably not the best person to judge. That said, I've never been massively into MFK either, so I might be wrong on both accounts, you know? Maybe MFK's jumped the shark, but Amouage hasn't. Opium Pour Arm gave me Oriental Armpit vibes. Oriental Armpit? Well, like a Chinese man's armpit. Rich, would you go for a banana milkshake fragrance from Luton's? If it was in the old bottles, yes. Picked up Sheep Rapalatan finally, says Micah. Greetings, Fleet Street Barber. Have you got your nose on any other Les Indomables like Kia de Sheen or Mousse de Sable's opinions? Yes, I haven't. I'm not a massive fan. Kia de Sheen's got this outrageous osmanthus note in, which I don't really like, giving it this kind of rubber feel. And Mousse de Sable, I've got a sample, and I remember thinking, I don't want to own this, but maybe my taste has changed, and maybe I do want to own it. Don't think there's any other MDCI I'm interested. I've still got them MDCI samples sitting there. I need to do some serious sampling in this upcoming season. There's only a week. It's not even a week. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 days of perfume left this month. And then that's it. There's going to be a rotation. This time next week, or even on Thursday, we'll be doing a rotation, my friends. I have Barber of Tangiers too. Unlike LVMH, Chanel doesn't put children in charge of major brands. It feels like artistic direction has just got away from me. Shafor has not missed with me yet, says a. Are you doing well? Hope you're well too. I definitely slowed down on buying. Yes, I've slowed down on buying, even though I bought 8 Suze Lutons at once this year already. Dang, there goes my hopes to get a Vaulting Away Extra, at least at retail. I would look for a vintage if you can. They are out there on eBay. Try and get a sealed one before the news gets out that they've all been completely discontinued and the prices go absolutely mental. Good to hear. I haven't bought a fragrance in like over a year now. Not missing out on anything. No, there's nothing new you're missing out on. I know Eugene's really slowed down on his purchasing and hasn't purchased very much at all. There are other people I know who have. I mean, the thing is that they're pricing the brands are pricing themselves out of business. You know, it's crazy. Lily was timed out for 10 seconds, and now she's been dramatically. So she's a massive drama queen, massive. Oh goodness me. So much sass in a quiet way. Quiet sass. You know, like quiet luxury. Lily's like quiet sass. Really, you already bought everything, says Baroli. I'm going to say Juby 40 ain't bad. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all, but it ain't fucking... How much do they want for it? £1 million? Not going to lie, when I smelled Oud for Greatness, it reminded me of Sauvage Elixir. Oof, that bad, is it? Watching live from the duty free. Oh, good luck with your big flight. Thanks, Proddy, but vintage Juby 45 is still the best. I found a bottle for 650 quid the other day. I'm not sure in Britain as well. So if I could get them down to 400 quid. Somebody sent me an offer on a 50ml, right, of Patchouli Absolute by Tom Ford, right? And they knocked off like £27, but it was like 650 quid in the first place. And I declined the offer, and in that I was like, your prices are absolutely scandalous. Like, because you get the chance to write a little message to the person saying why you've declined it. And I was like, yeah, your prices are fucking outrageous. Behave thyself. You know? This is an outrage. This aggression will not stand, man. Just sampled Chanel number 19 and loved it. I had one less in Demodabler. It didn't last long. That's true. Rudy, you're a smart dude. Nothing's worth it anymore. Yep. Kurdashim puts a smile on my face. Such a nice, natural, fruity osmanthus. Rudy likes it. Lots of people like it. Jura Rose loves an osmanthus. Osmanthus. It's just got that kind of rubberiness, which I'm not a fan of. DJ, do you have an ambergris frag you enjoy? You used to have Ambra Supreme, which I'm looking forward to wearing soon. Anybody smelled Mango Oud from Gritty? Or anything new that's came out recently? Always interested in hearing thoughts, says Divine. I am very on the fence with Juby 40. I love the opening, which is very different from 25, but it turns into a skin scent very fast. And it feels very thin in the dry down. I still need to try it on skin a bit more. I'll do a final impressions on those fragrances. If you want to smell something interesting, Patchouli 24 by the Lobo is unique. But is it good? Beer Rose, also cheaper, and a couple of others I can't be asked that make use of good ambergris. From 2023, the only 2 scents that I think people in here would want to try are Aquila Absolute and Oud Maracuya. Excuse me, whilst I hydrate. It feels like a fragrance that skipped leg day. For women, probably Guidance and Passé-Soir extract. Un jardin après le mousson, says Paroli. That is his scent of the day. I saw like 44 or 50 mil on Souk for like €220 like 2 months ago. That's for Jubilation 25. Damn, that's outrageous. I for 200 on a bottle of Equipage Geranium. The seller declined. Really? Coitus, says it. So a bottle of Matt Cat Musk Ravageur, 40%. The guy wanted 800 USD for 40 mils of vintage Musk Ravageur. People are going fucking mad. Like, I saw somebody trying to sell Iris Silver Mist for £1,100. I can't remember who sent us the picture. Do forgive us, whoever it was. Could have been somebody. I can't remember who. Yes, I saw that, Ryan. Somebody selling 15 mil of Green Valley for 300 quid on eBay. Insane behaviour. What people are doing is they're getting a fragrance, a really hard to find fragrance, using half of it and then trying to sell the other half for a profit. It's insane. And Mona Diorio really brings the room together, really tied the room together, did it not? Amber Supreme was so tame, I found it boring. Osman Yunnan is nice for an hour, says Pradeep. Anything by the Labo which is refreshing and most bergamot, the bergamot one. We need a masculine banana, says Bjorn. The bergamot's supposed to be crowd pleasing, Rich. You need to create a fragrance. You've got the nose for it, but I'm sure that it could be a royal pain in the arse. I would have somebody else make it. If I was going to do it, which I'm not, but if I was going, I appreciate what you're saying. Thank you. But if I was going to do it, I would do it the way Eugene's done it, and I would get a perfumer to make it for us. I don't have that kind of money on the hip. You know what I mean? Dorian's Fougere, probably my favourite new frag from last year, says Tripler. I'm looking to get a bottle of Musk Moderne from Darren Allen, to be fair. A nice little fucking spring and summer fragrance, that. A very nice little spring and summer fragrance. I'm looking for a smoky green leathery sheepra, says Pradeep. Maybe a collaboration with Les Abstray, says if Eugene wants to pay for it, I will make. I know how much that costs. I don't offer opinions on the fragrances from Les Abstray because I'm too close to Eugene, and I don't want to create a conflict of interest after everything I've said. But I'll say one thing: I know how much those perfumes cost, and the fucking people out there who are complaining about the price of Eugene being a quote unquote YouTuber, and how much he's charging for his new fragrances, and there shouldn't be that much. He could have charged twice as much, especially in the fucking market. And I know how much he paid, and I know how much it fucking costs other brands to make perfumes. It's and I know the ingredients that went into it. These are all, were there really only 500 bottles of Roque? Yes. Roberto Greco only makes 500 at a time. So if you like them, get in there. It was bloody dear, Rudy. I think Rudy knows as well. It was a lot of money. Like, you're talking a factor of, compared to other brands, you're talking a factor of 30 and 35 times more. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And then people will turn around. People are bonkers. If we charged any less, there wouldn't be any fucking point in doing it. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you include taxes and all that sort of thing. These are all objectively, empirically fucking justified fucking. And now with all the inflated prices, he's fairly priced. It's not even, he was fairly priced before. I don't know if I'm spilling any fucking secrets here, but I'll say this. I know that Remy, right, told him he should be charging a fucking hell of a lot more than what he charges. And I'm not saying anything about the fragrances, offering opinions or anything like that, but the fact that people were giving him stick about his pricing, it's fucking scandalous. Also, he's in the new magazine. He's in the new Nay magazine. Is Eugene. One of the perfumes is in Nay magazine. It has been featured. Dorian's Fougere, probably my favourite new frag from last year. Crystal EDP is great. Don't know the new one. I'm looking for a smoky green leathery sheepra, says Pradeep. You'll have to look back in time, mate. That's probably your best bet. Probably, to be honest, I don't get banana from H24. It smells aromatic and fresh. Some guy's selling a 15 ml of Green Valley for £300 on eBay. Some idiot will buy it. That's the sad part. Absolutely. Some idiot will absolutely buy that. Like, nothing beats that Aventus lol, 30 grand. Yes, that's true. There were £30,000 fucking $30,000 Aventi lurking about the place. Crazy behaviour. Insane behaviour, Nick. Waiting for the price to go down also. That probably isn't going to happen. Boo to anything by Creed. Though I think it was a troll. Had to be. On Mercari, things selling the next week. They've relisted for double the price. Ugh. Nobody hyping Rogue anymore, it appears. Might be in fake hype all along. I don't think it was fake hype. But a lifestyle not for sale says, I need your help. Okay. Your bottles should be rubber ducks to really tie the concept together. And nobody would take us seriously. Revisiting Ulrich Lang stuff amongst the samples coming in. I've got Ulrich Lang Cologne EDC. My next purchase will be Amouage Epic Woman 56, says Joe. The fragrance juice is the most expensive when creating the fragrance. The bottles are usually the most expensive thing, but not in this case. Also, with the inflated prices, Fragrantica is ass nowadays. Yeah, it's been on its ass for a while, hasn't it? Fleet Street Barber says, I think Francesca Bianchi frags have jumped a ton over the past year. I bought Encounters for €108 in 23. Now it's 235. Yikes! What happened there? I keep my collections and diary on Parfum. I only check Fragrantica for comparable reviews. Brands will be forced to destroy bottles or grey market will get flooded with stock. Yep. Grey market hasn't been serving us too well recently either, let's be honest. Excuse me. If the eBay cut was like 5 or 6 percentage prices, would be much more reasonable as well. They will increase it again in April, not by much, but still, they've introduced a new charge of eBay. eBay have introduced a new charge. I think it's 0.35% for something. Or it could be that they're putting up their charges, but I got a message and an email the other day, and I was like, oh, fuck off. My collection is now 31 Rue Cambon and Mer 55. I think I won't buy any more bottles, just samples of stuff I've never tried, so spaced out. Yeah, the only way it's going to work is if you vote with your wallet. You know, if you vote with your dollar, your pound, your euro, your yen. So I don't think I have a perfume with a eucalyptus note outside of Body Koros. I'm giving Body Koros another chance this year, and I'm looking forward to it. Regarding Bianchi 235, it's for 100ml, and 108 is for the 30ml, says Zhao. Aha. Divine says, oh, wait. The Vintage Jubilation 25 sold this Wednesday for $800. Good grief. Yeah, Fragrantica comment says he's an influencer and we're a group of influencers who support him. I mean, come on, we're not even 20,000 people. Demi has more subs than all of us put together. Absolutely, she does. There's a great fresh eucalyptus tea fragrance from an old school Italian house. Forget the name. Eucalyptus tea, that sounds nice. A few days ago, Fragrantica had a free Assange message. What was that about, the one to free Assange? I don't like the mix and I mean, I say this as somebody who more frequently than I would like to and analyzes politics on the stream, but I'd rather not. I keep slipping down that silly hole. Friends, I'm going to have to dehydrate. If you will excuse me, I will be back. Please like the stream if you're into liking streams. It would mean a lot. And stick with us. I shall return. I'm back, friends. Sorry, I started fucking browsing eBay. That wasn't very clever. But there is a bottle. There is a bottle of Vintage Jubilation 25. Where are these protoperazine? Thank God. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Sorry, had to do a second stream. And then I was watching eBay. Oops. I've made a fucking... There we go, that's better. Thank you for sticking with. Okay, that finished bottle, it's gone. Check my history and it is indeed sold. Oh, it's Carthusia. Just over $100 for 100 mil. Great prices. Brandon says, Rich, I'm disgusted with the one and only eBay Japanese vintage fragrance seller. Yeah, absolutely despicable fucking person. The fucking prices on that fucking prices on that eBay fucking seller is disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Pays a penny and tries to sell for an obnoxious premium. I have many mules, but I need a Japanese one. You need a Japanese mule. I have one and it's fantastic. There's eucalyptus aftershave. Well, he's not a mule per se, but well, he kind of is in a way. Carthusia is very well priced, says Centered Moments. I will have to try some. War Heaven Can Wait. Recently, the plum note has me wanting to try vintage Rocha Femme. Sergiton's Eclin Fumé is a more smoky vanilla Havana. Interesting. Wait. Duck, massive red flag. The UK one you see has a copy-pasted description from the Finnish guy's auction. Oh. That's interesting. Japanese mule sounds like a movie. Only changed 97 to 98%. Wait till Frank finds out Lily has been hurt. This will not stand. Rich Mitch has a crush on Curly Fragrance and Demi Rawlings, says Bjorn. I don't. Rich, what's your opinion on buying vintages on Facebook Marketplace? I don't have Facebook, mate. Make sure you pay with PayPal so you've got some comeback. Because they almost always side with the buyer. But if you don't pay goods and services, then eBay will be like, oh, I don't like this. You know? I prefer to buy from trusted sellers such as Anuj and my friend in Japan and people I know and have dealt with before. I have contacts on many continents. Asia, Europe, fucking Britain, America, North America, South America. I know someone in Argentina. I know a couple of people in Argentina, actually. Not really anyone in Australia. And there's no vintage perfume in Africa, unfortunately. I've got people in the Middle East. Good people. Looking forward to wearing Revlon Pour On these cooler, colder spring days ahead. What a great pine potion. Well, it's funny that you mentioned said perfume because I have the motherfucking concentrate. And it is, in fact, Horte Concentration Atomizer. Unfortunately, it is a pressurized atomizer, which is upsetting. I'll tell you what else is a pressurized atomizer. I went to wear it the other day, and there is no pow left. So I have to decant that, and I'm not very impressed. I won't lie. Because the person who sold it to us, Sonny, was like, oh, sorry, I thought it was a normal one. And I was like, well, It's not. It's a pretty large fucking... it's a pretty large thing to leave out, is that? It needs... I've got a few perfumes that need decanting, actually. And Micassa's really nice as well. So, unimpressed. Unimpressed. From Parfumo, every time I paid his family and friends, never had one problem. Well, neither have I. But that's the thing. Parfumo, you're dealing with other people who are fragrance enthusiasts and part of the community. eBay and Facebook could be people who have spotted a gap in the market. I've been done. I got done with that Sahara Noir, which was your own fault. You've got to look after yourself, but that's life, isn't it? Oh dear. Bubble pouring gas on the fire. Look forward. Today I watched Sheep Are Shot. It was nice, but a bit too sweet and ambery for me. That one's supposed to be an incredible immortelle. Carl Charles is wearing Sablas. Goutal's a really good house. They haven't jumped the shark that I'm aware of. They're going back to the old bottles as well, thank God. Absolute businessman. Mitch has lots of contacts throughout the world, from Argentina, Middle East, Europe, Asia, Japan. Didn't even know it came in a concentrate. It must be a big wood. There is big wood. Do you like big wood, Tripler? I mean, it's only a 60ml bottle, but to be fair, it's all you need. Oh, it's fucking sensational. I wore this in the first week, or the first 2 weeks. Oh, God, it's really good. It is a big, woody fragrance, that. Don Fry wears that kind of fragrance. Good Lord. That is a mustache, muscle-bound, mustachioed, fucking violent man kind of perfume. What a fucking sensational fragrance that is. Oh. Do you like big wood, Divine? If I had an abundance of discontinued shit, I'd happily overcharge with a smile on my face, says DJ. Hell, Duck. Hell, Duck. Hell, Duck, guys. Your scent of the day is Papillon Angelique. Apparently there's a new fragrance coming out by Papillon. It's called Epona, which is the horse from Ocarina of Time, if you remember. As soon as I saw that name, my mind went straight back to Ocarina of Time, the Zelda. A shame those have to be decanted, gorgeous bottles. Yes, that is one of the great shames about it. To be fair, the bottles that I've got, to decant them into are actually really good quality. The seal is really tight, so there'll be no leakage. I've got a couple of other ones I need to as well. One of them is Courage's Homme, which I need to decant, which is a fabulous fragrance, by the way. Oh. Which is a fabulous fragrance, by the way. Another woody, masculine classic, you know. Oh, leaked a little bit when I was, oh shit. And I think this is a Gerard Anthony. And, oh, sugar. This Eau de Cologne Versailles Pour Homme. This is fantastic. Had a vintage Bala Versailles off a Nuge, which I gave to Richie G. because it is exactly the type of fragrance he loves. Look at that bottle. That bottle is absolutely gorgeous. And I am wounded. I tell you, wounded that I have to fucking decant this. It's the reason I haven't so far is because it's 125 mil, right? And the bottles I've got are only 100 mil. So I'm like, what am I going to do with the other 25 mil? Put it in another bottle? I'd rather not. I think I'll give 10 mil to Richie G. Unhappy. I'm happy to announce that I've won 2 auctions for 2 partial bottles of Mur Don from different sellers. Well done, 9 Churches. All your influence, Duck. Can't wait to smell it, to be honest. Big cola. Big Mur amber cola sort of thing. Fabulous. I absolutely love it. A visit to the Hermes concession today to test Oud Alazan. Paprika Brazil is definitely discontinued, by the way. Fortunately, I have a bottle which I will be pulling out in a week's time. This time next week, this entire thing you see before you, words cannot express, apparently. This entire landscape you see before you will be different. And I will have Paprika Brazil out. Another thing. Etro have, since yesterday, Etro have given the license to produce their fragrances to Coty. So brace yourself for fucking mass reformulation, and their fragrances, I imagine, won't be very good. Well, I say won't be very good. They won't be as good. They won't be in the manner that we have come to expect. Iris Nazarena. Iris Nazarena. Oh, you bastard. Only big wood juice, I mean. Never mind. I bought quite a few fragrances from Parfuma, but last year some cow decided to steal €285 by not sending the perfume. Luckily, I was able to get the money back from PayPal. It was friends and family. That is good. The only angry mustache man I know is Ashton. Era of the investment brands is upon us. I think 31 Route Cambon is the boldest, less exclusive, right after the Leon. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Nostalgia's dodgy. You've got to be careful with nostalgia because it can be used in different situations and made to make people do strange and silly things. The rotation into spring shall be tremendous. It shall be streamed, as usual. That's like Midtown Duck, which I've always been your man in Oshana. Can you front me £500? I could front you it, but I'm not going to. But I could. My Versailles Pour Homme bottle has a metal cage around it. Fabulous stuff. This is the cologne. I think there's another version, isn't there? Oh, it's wooden. That's very woody as well. These are 2 excellent perfumes which I have yet to use yet. You know? It's got right in me fucking eyes, that. Excuse me. I love Paprika Brazil, says James. Buy. It is gone and the price will go up. Coty is the greatest fall-in perfume, says Pradeep. I love Paprika Brazil. Rich fragrance collection could be worth 100 Creed Aventus or more. Welcome, Oris. 59, says Bob. Friends, if you would like to like the stream, I will not stop you, says Zhao. Yes, I shan't. Mitch, did you get a bottle of Nexin? Yes, and then I got another bottle of Nexin, and I'm looking forward to wearing it a lot. I'm very much looking forward. Apparently, it's still out there. There are some, there's a couple of Italian websites. I thought YSL was the greatest fall. Because Coty is like before my time mainly, I would say that the biggest drop off I've ever seen has been YSL and Mugler not far behind, although you could say Mugler didn't start from such a high base, but YSL did. Mugler have created three of the most outrageous perfumes of the last 30 years. Longer, 35 years. Amen, Angel, and Alien. Mugler, Mugler, Mugler. Happy now, Prody. Mugler. Mugler just got absolutely ripped to bits by L'Oreal. Yes, Zhao. Zhao was right. Mugler was shut down by L'Oreal. The L'Oreal have got blood on their hands. As soon as you hear the word the name L'Oreal attached to a perfume house you love, start buying. Winter to spring rotation should be done on a Tuesday or Wednesday, says Germs. But why? I'm happy for you, says Oris. Yeah, I can send a link to a site that has it in Italy, says DJ. Do you want one, Oris? Because if DJ sends it to me, I can post it in the chat. Coty is acceptable for cheapies like Zeno Davidoff, but not Astro. They threw in the towel. The thing is with Davidoff Zeno, it used to be made by Lancaster, and it's fantastic. And my day's off, says Germs. Try and book the day off next Thursday. Either Thursday or Friday. Dior had a great fall, pretty big. Yeah, the thing is with Dior, where it was at such a great height, and that so it had further to fall. I think I might get a bottle in a trade. Oh, nice. I heard you can find vintage fragrances at pharmacies sometimes, but you've got to be careful how they've been stored. You know, it's done charity shops as well, but it's not always a great idea. Next Thursday, Duck, says Germs. Germs, if that's good for you, you tell us and I'll do it on Thursday. Angel was my first perfume. L'Oreal turns out. Angel was your first perfume? I can't remember what my first one was. I can just remember the really fucking remarkable ones which stand out, like Polo Sport, Roadster. Before I started, like DKNY for men with like the Twin Tower bottle. You know, a bottle that looked like the World Trade Center. Oh, yeah, my days of fragrances can't get out of Italy anymore, at least to the States. Most of the time, Italiano won't even send to France. I've got a guy who will send to us, but he's not cheap anymore, unfortunately. You have full choke, says Proddy. Used to, but I fucking sold it. This Friday stream starts right when I have therapy, so I always show up at 1 p.m. crying. What, do you turn up to therapy crying, or do you turn up to the stream crying? Many Mitch, welcome Stephs. My first one was Cool Water. It's a proper first fragrance to have, that, isn't it? Mitch, can you sing a song? Don't worry, you won't get copyright. I can sing a song, but I'm not going to. Don't worry, I won't do that to you. Mine was Dracar Noir. No clue how I got the bottle at 10 years old. Oof, doing an Ashton there. Dracar Noir seems to have been a big fragrance for a lot of people. It's not for me. And it's outrageous to think that Dracar Noir isn't the original. It's actually a flanker, which is interesting. First bottle was Tommy, says Supply and Demand. That could have been one of my first, you know. Tommy was a massive perfume for me when I was young. I fucking loved that shit. I still do, but I just don't wear it because it kind of transports us back to like another time. Angel was a gift from my dad for my 18th birthday. I never wore it because my dad is a farmer and I felt too guilty about the money. The thing is about using a perfume that's a gift, it feels as though you're losing the gift when you spray it, you know? Especially if it's so sentimental, like an 18th birthday present. I'm Gen Z, so my first was probably a SpongeBob cologne. Seriously, starting to nerd out over 31 Rue Cambon again. Can't believe I wanted to sell it, says Spaced Out. Going to Florence, Rome, and Parma in the fall. We'll take perfume recommendations, says Fosco. Oof. There's a guy in Naples. I know you're not going to Naples, but there's a guy in Naples who you could try going to see. He has many. He's called Mario, and he has an outrageous selection. I need a vintage XS. That thing was my first. I've got a vintage XS. Got it from my man in Japan. Excuse me, what's happening? Wonder if Prince Anoush has any. Might be worth asking. Get in touch with him. I cry throughout therapy and then just carrying on into the stream. Why not, says Oris. 31 Rue Cambon is one of the greatest, most beautiful Oris fragrances, says Rudy. My first fragrance was Gucci Absolute, proper first fragrance. Gucci Guilty Absolute was your first fragrance. It's a hell of a way to burst into the scene, that. Chanel 19 EDT out of stock. No. I need every Chanel with iris in it. That's a lot of Chanels. To my top 3 of all time. I tried 19 because of Rudy. I found out the Opium Pour On bottle I used up in the 80s. Liberally, mind you. Opium Pour On. Opium Pour On didn't come out until 1995. You don't lose anything by using fragrance. You gain memories. This Spaced Out. That's a good point. The 2 perfumes that give me the most nostalgia is Polo Sport, Tommy Hilfiger, and CK Escape. Yeah, Polo Sport and Tommy Hilfiger, absolutely. Opium Pour On ADP is top 3 YSL of all time, says Paroli. 19 is a fragrance you take to the grave. No, I have no problem spending my dad's money, fucking Republican, says Anyone tried Paris Biarritz or Paris Edinburgh? I've got both of them and I really like both of them. Very different though. The only country you have not purchased from is probably North Korea. I definitely have like a perfume. You know what I mean? So, excuse me whilst I hydrate. I should pick a Luarom Sporto Extreme. I love the orange tongue and musk combo. See why it's so complimented. It works better in the air. Hello, Mr. Pleasant. How are you? Look, Mr. Pleasant had a lucky escape the other day. I am glad you are still with us. Thank God. That's a good shot. Musta Sabler is less sweaty. Angel for first perfume. Wow. It was my first love when I got into scent, says Nick. I spritzed a Luarom Sporto Extreme earlier and somebody in niche. That scent is fucking garbage, says Divine. Axe Body Spray is the ultimate chard fragrance. Did we cover what you're hydrating with today? I'm hydrating today with what I always hydrate with. And it is the purest form of hydration, which is water. I'm hydrating with wet. As it should be. A Luarom Sporto Extreme is pure sex. He hydrates with Russian tea. That's another fucking fragrance I'm going to have to decant. The fucking sprayer's turned to shit. The sprayer has not stopped working. I was going to say died there. The sprayer has stopped working. Not a good idea. To say it has died not after what's happened this week. Poor Mr. Brun. Mine was Bulgari Aqua Pour On, says Dropout. Sparkling or still? Still. Always still. Sparkling water gives us an upset stomach after a while. I think, do they still put quinine in it? I don't think they do they? See you later, Zhao. Thank you for coming. It's always nice to see you. Got a 200ml girl on vetiver to cheer myself up, says Mr. Pleasant. I do have a friend in Australia. It's Mr. Pleasant. Yes, I do like vetiver. I am a vetiver fan. I'm a fan of vetiver. My favourite version is probably the square bottle, the one with the ribbed one. Or do you mean like a vetiver note fan? No, that's tonic. Yes, I can't drink tonic water either. Good grief. Mine was Versace Crystal Noir. I was so happy when my sister's boyfriend bought it for me as a gift because he worked abroad. That was nice. My Romanza spray is like 2ml per spray. Yeah, they are decent. They are decent sprayers on those Mask Milanos, but mine has just decided that it's not arsed anymore. So, yikes. I am, but I haven't smelled it. Fragrance purchase to cheer you up, though, is always nice. Yes. Quinine and tonic water rather than sparkling mineral water. I've got to be careful with mineral water as well, because the amount of water I drink, you can imagine, like, seaweed, you can make us feel sick because it's dead salty. You know what I mean? So I can't drink San Pellegrino, though. That stuff is literally like vomit juice. It's literally like just salt and water. It's far too much. So I have to drink like, you know, Beck water. So with very small amounts of minerals in. With an almost neutral pH. Oh, my mates let us down today. Fucking swine. I enjoy a dash of bitters in my agua with ice. When I want to drink sparkling water, I always squeeze some lemon juice and it makes it taste like lemon soda. Yes. I don't use a lot of like juice. Guys, I think I could use a hug and a bottle of number 18 after therapy, says Horace. Did you make a breakthrough today? I hope you are okay. I think when somebody makes a big breakthrough like that in therapy, it's probably not a bad idea to maybe give it a little time before the next session, let it settle in, you know? Pardon me. You need to try soda in the East. They actually add salt and tension. Oh my Jesus. That's because everybody sweats so much, though. You know what I mean? And they sweat all their electrolytes out because of the humidity and the heat. You know? I have the ribbed bottle in 2010. Thought it smelled of old people at the time, but now I don't. There's nothing wrong with smelling like old people, surely. Depends which old people. Ducks are freshwater creatures. No brackish water, says Troutler. Yes, no brackish waters. I make a breakthrough every week. I'm an expert. God, the cap of this is absolutely shite. When is a top 5 Dior Privé live stream going to happen? It's not a bad question. That was meant to happen ages ago. 80 degrees, are we? Yeah, the sprayer on this is totally fucked. I remember Anuj telling us about the state of vintage sprayers, and he was right. Of course, he was right. I think Amber and Away smells synthetic up close. It's spaced out. I'm actually wearing Amber and Away today. It smells absolutely spectacular in the air. The rose, very nice fragrance. Fresh ambery rose. Oh, big fuck. big 400 ml bottle that I have. Courageous Homme. Apples. Oh, you fucking bastard. It's just gone fucking everywhere. Ooh, brother, ooh. Why? I'm gonna have to get some tissue. Give us a second. Spilled some Courageous. Fuck. Give us 2 seconds. Ooh, brother, ooh. What's that? Fuck me. I can't be fucking having a massive spillage of a vintage perfume an hour before bed. I'll wake up. Oh, fuck. Fuck. I forgot what I went out for, man. Gotta wash me fucking hands. Give us a minute. There it is. I went out to get some tissue, ended up washing my hands and forgot the tissue. Fuck's sake. Oh, right. I'm back. Welcome, boss. Oh my Jesus, the state of it. How did that happen? That is deeply upsetting and very smelly. Okay. It's a good thing this is good tissue, you know? The fucking marks it's leaving. You couldn't wear this on a fucking... You couldn't wear this with a white t-shirt because it would fucking ruin it. Brother. It's just gonna reek. And it's got ribs in it as well, so... It's so perfumey. You know those old masculines that were really perfumey. Oh, the state of what it's done to this tissue. It's like somebody's wiped the fucking arse with it. State of that. Can you see? Fucking hell. I'm not bothered about that. I'm not arsed with that, sorry. Fuck that. Have to leave that to dry out. Okay, let's keep up with the chat. Get up with the chat. Don't be shy. Duck, what's your guilty pleasure song? And my favourite song is Drinking in LA by Brand Van 3000. And I don't know why. Or it could be Arizona by the Kings of Leon. When is top 5 Dio Privé? When's the top 5 Zerjoff live stream? It won't take long, lad. I think everyone knows sounds synthetic. What's the best bird you've seen? That would be me. Surely. Doc, don't be shy with your guilty pleasure song. If you want an energy drink, mix bunny with water. You can add some lemon if you want. I do have a teaspoon of honey every day. It's good for your immune system, especially with local honey. Any thoughts on Dio Privé Eden Rock? Yes, it's terrible. Sorry, Carolus. The old cannon barrel bottle spilled his courage. It's a man, great owl in Finland and walk creeper in Bulgaria. I'm glad I know the context for the tissue scissors. Welcome, Adam. Is Ducky leaking? Yes, there was a huge leak. How are you? Tim, have you spotted a Quackus pellegrinatus? I reckon Doug is a Swiftie, says he. There's one or two decent pop songs, but nothing. I don't think you could put any of our songs in the top 10 best pop songs ever. Foie gras leaking from apertures, says Protty. Sounds vaguely filthy. Did you ever review the Celines? I'm liking black tie, not revolutionary, but nice for what it is. I know Eugene has a 200ml bottle. Yeah, he's got loads of them, hasn't he? Oh my God, I've been asking to see an owl for years. There was a barn owl. There was a barn owl, like a white barn owl living in the field behind my house for a while. Had a nest. Clearly it had a nest. And it was clearly, it must have had babies because it was hunting in the back field. Catching mouses and other various fauna. So that was, oops, just dropping tablets on the floor. Soon to be tablets in my belly. Oh no. Oh, what do I want? Give me that one over there. Turns out today is the last of all these fucking sleeves of medication. Oh, excuse me whilst I hydrate. What's that? What's that, brother? Hello, boss. Oh, I hate it when that happens. So fucking tired. Fell asleep after 6, says boss. Depends where you live and which species of owl. Spicy owls. Better than amber and away 450. What is? So fucking tired. Hello. I live in Oregon, and I will take any owl that's been here since I saw one. I can hear them. They're so hard to spot. What you need is night vision. That should help. I found that overspraying anything ruins the experience for me. I always like 2 sprays. Tripler has deleted many messages. We have a lot of birds, says Horace. Saw a red kite. And they often live around where I'm on. Kestrels. Save the tissue, sell it later as a vintage. Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode is a great song. Ooh. Fair enough. Boss, hope you're well today. It will be a good fight, boss. Barn owls are top. Friend of mine makes boxes for them successfully too. I'm wearing a Celine today. Which one? I didn't get enough sleep, but I am hanging in. Wow, you're such a trooper, boss. You're such a trooper. You know? Your suffering is an example to us all. Never seen crows in Europe. I've seen a couple of crows today, actually. Gypsy King is good, but we got the Sleeping Cobra, Hidden Dragon, says Tripler. Dans Paris. You are wearing Dan's Paris. How are you enjoying it? Bloody expensive, is it not? Don Paris bored me to death. Boz is a martyr to the sleep game. You know what's really annoying about the ailment that I have? Is that it fucking wakes you up at like 5 o'clock in the morning in fucking... It's the worst time of the day. You know what I mean? Really painful. You wake up and you're like solid. You wake up and you're stiff as fuck. So you can go to bed feeling like fine. Like I feel okay now. But you can guarantee I'll wake up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and I'll be like, oh God. Feels like somebody's come along and just like, I don't want to say sucked the life out of you, but like somebody's come along and like fucking just drained you of all your moisture in the night. Also, I got a letter today stating that my liver is double fucked and I may have to stop taking poison. So that's fun. I'm going to see the liver doctor. I was like, well, as long as you don't send us to see the liver king, I'm all right. Hopefully he doesn't try to get us to eat testicles and shit like that. The fucking mad bastard. Chips King definitely got the gift of the gab. His shit game talk is tremendous. Oh dear, Rich. I'm an old soul, but maybe sleep is one of my favourite parts of the day. Oh yes, sleep's fantastic. Drained moisture at night paints quite a picture. Oh dear, Rich. It's not great. I don't recommend methotrexate to any of you, unless of course you need it. Like, do what your doctor do what your doctor tells you, for fuck's sake. Or take advice from your doctor. What I should say is take advice from your doctor and then make an informed decision. Don't listen to fucking ducks on the internet. But that is my experience. Methotrexate. Whoa. Could be in hydration withdrawals. Could be. I usually get up to dehydrate in the night, and I'm like, oh God, why is everything so fucking stiff? Marco Pierre White is probably my favourite personality from the island. His silence is scarier than screams from Gordon Ramsay. I'll tell you what, he can talk as well. I like Marco Pierre White. He's like a proper, genuine, bona fide genius. He taught all of those celebrity chefs how to cook. Jamie Oliver, Gordon Ramsay, Heston Blumenthal, all of them. He was the original British chef, like good one, you know. Michelle Roux as well. I think he might be. Well, I mean, obviously, he might be fucking French. I'm not sure if the younger one is. I think the younger one is English, but the dad was French. But they were the originators, them. I used to edit for a food magazine for a year. How was that? Did you get loads of free food sent to you? Free meal for review? But all opinions were your own. When you wake up from one of those naps, it's like awakening from hibernation. It's mental, isn't it? It's fucking mental when you have one of those little naps and you're just like, whoa, what? You wake up and you're like, fuck, now I'm more tired than when I went to sleep. Stiff, drained of moisture. I wake up like that too. Sweet deal, Rich. Food for job? Where? Yeah, Marco was the original rock star chef. Yes, and then he burned out and fucking... It's the simplicity. I remember when he went to a truck stop once and he taught them how to cook bacon. And he was like, all you do is put it in the microwave. He's like, what, you putting it under the fucking grill for? I'm like, oh, what are you frying in a pan for? Don't stick in the microwave. It cooks in its own juices. It's much better for you and it's much tastier. And I was like, what? I fucking made them all bacon sandwiches from the microwave, and they were like, what on earth is this sorcery? He's fucking brilliant, man. Like, Anthony Bourdain, rock and roll chef. Yes. Floyd. I don't know. Floyd was a food critic, though, wasn't he? Floyd was a food critic. He wasn't a chef. But he was fucking rock and roll. I mean, he would do his shows fucking pissed as a fart, like. You know what I mean? Him and Alex Higgins used to play pissed as fuck as well. You know what I mean? Playing snooker pissed as all fuck. Marco Pierre likes his no bouillon cubes. Well, I mean, if he says it, he must mean it. I don't think he's one of those people. I think he's one of those people who couldn't say something he didn't believe in it to save his life. You know? I'd had some crushes on Hot Chef. I got some very nice food. That paradigm of abusing your kitchen staff is on its way out. Yes, you can't do that anymore. Which is probably good. I imagine there's been a few serious issues with kitchen staff getting bullied by fucking overwrought chefs just kicking down, you know? Somebody spoke to me like that, they'd be getting a fucking kitchen fucking bastard in their face. I wouldn't settle for that. Salt Bae sucks. Salt Bae's a rip-off. It's just an act. It's just a gimmick, that. It's not even fucking... You get somebody else to fucking cook it, comes out and fucking minces around your table for a couple of minutes and fucks off. People are paying for the show. They're not paying for the food. Jacques Pepin is my hero. Drunk TV stars, great stars of the 70s and 80s. Mitch, can you cook? Yeah, can cook, won't cook. That's me. I can cook, but I won't cook. I don't cook. I like going out for my food. Gets us out of the house. Spring is just around the corner where I live, says Pat Lester. The grass and trees are bright green when I go for walks. Still slight cold breeze. How's the weather over there, Rich? Getting there. The nights are getting longer. No, the nights are getting shorter. So the days are getting longer. Spring is afoot. You know? Spring is afoot. We will be entering the spring rotation soon. Much to Audrey Jane's chagrin, because she doesn't think spring starts until the 21st of March. But as we all know, the 1st of March is the true beginning of spring. So yes, it's getting there. It's a little bit warmer. It's a little bit brighter. We're getting there, you know. We're over the hump, Frank. We're not even fucking well past the hump. November to February. November, December, and January, that's the hump. The rest of the year is a doddle, like. Marco even made Gordon Ramsay cry when teaching him, that's true. Ramsay made his name basically being a prick. Gordon Ramsay. What's your best dish? Spaghetti bolognese. Pierre White is more famous for how he treated his staff like shit. Bourdon talks about it in Kitchen Confidential. He was a bully and a menace. Absolutely he was. He was a terrible, terrible person. Like, he was an absolutely awful person when he was younger. He fucking admits it. I think he got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and when he started on his medication, he evened right out. They put him on medication for it, and he evened out, like, and became a much more, like, acceptable fucking human being, you know. I'm excited for Beltane. I don't know what that is. Cold weather is coming to Manchester the next few days, says Tim. Well, you can guarantee it'll be rainy. Have you seen the Likely Lads? Yes, there used to be a fish and chip shop down the street. There isn't anymore. That's kind of the story of the 70s and 80s and 90s in this country. Everything local turned to fucking non-localized stuff. Are you a druid? Says Trutler. I'm a witch, says Horace. Druid leanings. Brits love spag bol. Why is using the bun and not the beef? Nowadays. Be a good girl, have a proper lunch tomorrow. Yes, it's based in my fucking part of the world as the Likely Lads. I went out for a nice burger today. It was lovely. Must be the season of Rich Mitch. Must be the season of Rich Mitch. Welcome, Jonathan. How are you? Merry come and merry go. And I need to go to work. Take care, everyone. See you later, Tripler. Someone told me I look like a young Rodney Bewes. Nah. He was never that ugly. What are your favourite restaurants in England, says Bjorn. I haven't been to many restaurants in England. There are a lot of restaurants in England. So, I mean, I've got a few in like my hometown and stuff. Miller and Carter's a really nice steakhouse, but it's not. It's not like world-changing, world-beating, but it's very good quality. It's clean, it's friendly. The prices aren't that outrageous. I mean, they're expensive, like, compared to what you'll pay for, like, everyday food, but I guess you like kebab, bitch. I fucking despise kebabs. I hate kebabs, especially doner kebabs. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit so fucking hard. It is vile. Those ones you shave. Those kebabs you shave and then put into like a fucking pita bread or a fucking wrap with like salad. Oh, nah. Fucking rancid. They just fucking smell like armpits. And it's just, you just don't know what that meat is. And I'm just not touching it. I really hate them things. I cannot tell you. I've always and will always hate that shit. Fuck that. Unless it's a kebab that's like made by like me and I know what meat I'm using. I'm very funny with meat. Like we had this thing in this country about 10 years ago, 12, 15 years ago, where fucking one of the major supermarkets got caught using horse meat and passing it off as like beef or passing it off as like other things. And everyone was like, whoa, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I'm not having that. I was like, no. I was like, I only buy meat from the butchers now, and like literally the butchers can trace the meat back to what the cow was called. You know what I mean? This was fucking Daisy, who was slaughtered like 3 days ago. And she wasn't best pleased about it. Enjoy your fucking beef. You know what I mean? A reverse switcheroo required here, moving from summer to autumn, says Baboosh. All the best with that, my Southern Hemisphere friend. I'm just an ugly man, says Bob. Witchcraft is the new Starbucks goth girl trend. Oh. I am a Starbucks goth girl, says Horace. Cheers, Doug. Send it is bon monsieur. Close to calling this better than left bank. Oh, Rive Gauche, is it? Might not be a popular take, but there it is. I don't know, I sold my Rive Gauche. Paul Robinson says, please rank these 3 countries, Macedonia, Kazakhstan, Bosnia. I'd rather not. Although I would probably put Macedonia at the top. I mean, you've got to remember, when I was growing up as a kid, Bosnia, I mean, literally, we called all the nasty areas of where we lived Little Bosnia. Like, because of, like, when we were, like, fucking, like, if there was a dodgy street in the town where I lived, everyone would call it Little Bosnia. Because of, obviously, what was going on in Bosnia at the time, you know? But I don't really know that much. I know more about Macedonia because, excuse me, because of the history, but I don't really know what it's like these days. Cat and rat on a stick, yep. I guess you would enjoy authentic kebab from Turkey or from Istanbul, probably. There's chicken kebab, maybe. It's just lamb. I thought I can't be eating lamb. Lamb was my favourite animal when I was a kid. If people could see how that kebab meat was actually made, they wouldn't go near it. Believe me. Same with Mikey D's as well. Anticipating Galen dropping in at the very last minute. He's always here. He's always lurking. Just smelled that feeling agil, Stuart. That feeling agil, it's not great, mate. I don't think it's working. When I was young, the bad part of... Oh, sorry. Kebab is the average meal of an Italian student because it's cheap, like 4 or 5 euros, which is cheap compared to a plate of pasta, which is 11 euros. I want to try Muscat Ravageur and Tuscan leather in very hot weather. Oh. Wagyu comes with certificates, photos, and everything, says product. Yes. Estonia was actually poorer than Bosnia and still is. Yes. Just eat a falafel, folks, says Horace. Mystery meat. Good evening, Manly Sense. Good evening, Stuart. What's wrong with it? The one I bought is great. It kind of just fucking... I think the top notes have clearly gone, but like the bottom of it's not bad, but it's alcohol-y. Northern cunts, Lamar. Now I know why they call you that down south. You should hear what we call it, people down south. Evening, Rich. Royal tobacco. Try burek and yogurt. Simple but stunning combination. When I was young, the bad part of town was referred to as downtown Beirut. Yes. Beirut was one that what parents used to call. We used to call it Little Bosnia, and they used to call it fucking Beirut. Yes, that's true. That Manly Sense is wearing opium pour homme. Nice. We were talking about opium pour homme before. Hot dogs are rotten. Yes, don't eat hot dogs. Fuck that. We all know how the sausage is made, says Phil. Hi, Country Esquire. Good evening to you. For your information, an email from Cody and Zeno by Davidoff was officially discontinued. Good Lord. High Country Esquire coming in hot. That's all right, Stuart. Don't worry about it. That is an absolutely outrageous statement. Let me go on to the Davidoff website. That can't be right. Davidoff London. Davidoff fragrances. The price of that shit will go through the fucking roof. I will deny. Cool Water Reborn, Reborn Woman, Eau de Toilette, Cool Water, Eau de Toilette, Cool Water Intense, Intense Woman, Run Wild. Right, so where's Xeno? Search. Xeno. Oh my god, it's not on the website. Oh my god, it's there. It's on. I just received an email from Cody confirming that Xeno has been discontinued. Email from Cody. Thank you for reaching out to us regarding our Davidoff Xeno EDT. We sincerely appreciate your loyalty and understand you've been looking for this fragrance. We would like to take this time to provide you with more information about its availability. Unfortunately, we have discontinued our Xeno Davidoff EDT. The decision to discontinue this fragrance was not taken lightly, and it was made based on nationwide market trends and purchasing patterns. While we understand how disappointing it can be to see a beloved product no longer available, we want to assure you that this decision was driven by sound business practices. Regrettably, we are unable to offer any remaining inventory of this product as production has been halted and all existing stock has been depleted. Furthermore, there are no plans to reintroduce this product in the near future. We understand that finding a suitable replacement can be a challenge, but we'd like to suggest you some alternatives that you may find appealing. Many former users of Davidoff Xeno EDT have transitioned to Burberry London EDT for men, which can be found at authorised dealers, including most major Macy's, JCPenney and Kohl's stores. If you're unable to locate our products at your preferred local retailers, we recommend exploring online. When doing so, please look for items that are sold and fulfilled by the retailer and avoid purchasing from third-party sellers, as they will save you a shit ton of money. Doesn't actually say that, but it's what it means. They're not authorised by Coty retailers, and we cannot vouch for the quality of the products. At Coty, we highly value... I can't even read the rest of that. I'm absolutely wounded. I'm fucking mortified. What the fuck did we just see? What the fucking hell's going on? I've been shocked into silence. Fuck me. Thank you, High Country Esquire. Tragedy is that Bosnia was only known because of the war in many countries. Believe me, it's a beautiful and interesting country. Why don't you live there anymore? I posted the email on both Fair Grantiger and Basements. Was that you? Who was that? Right, I've got you. Well, thank you for raising the alarm. I appreciate it greatly. I wouldn't have known that. That is absolutely me. It's a shame Coty would do that. Coty have just taken over the license for Etro as well. So that's Etro fucked. You can call it all kinds of things now. Little Aleppo, little Mariupol, little fucking Baghdad, which is a shame because it's one of the great fucking cities of the world. Fucking like Aleppo. Aleppo was like an ancient city, wasn't it? I mean, like, you're right, John. You're right. Welcome, Seppa. Evening, everyone. I recently smelled Turtle Lapidus. Pour on and call me insane, but I thought it smelled like MDCI Suprapolitan. The one on pardon me, I beg your pardon, that's disgraceful. And the one with the grey bottle. In the Balkans, you can wear an intense fragrance and nobody will overwhelm compared to other Western countries, says Bjorn. Zeno Davidoff discontinued. It is just an ad campaign for too much backstock, says Phil. No, apparently they've depleted all their stock. Yes, Bjorn, because down there is coming to wear strong perfume in order to impress. What a reader, how are you doing? I kind of feel proud of my nose now that someone like you agreed with me on this, says Sapper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that before regarding Zeno. Also, compared to Cool Water, this won't sell as much. No, apparently that's why they've got rid of it. Like, the selling is, Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that before regarding Zeno. I'm glad I stock up on Lancaster. Yes, get your Lancasters in if you can. I wouldn't know about Dujan, would never tried. I can hear the clicking of keyboards, upping the prices on those Xenos now. Another in and out closed. Who is he texting about this? Richie G. Because Richie G's got a bottle. Richie G loves it. But he's fuming with it because it's really weak. And I was like, we get a fucking vintage one. You know what I mean? Well, I haven't said that yet, but I'm going to. You need vintage. Need vintage. Do you ever need Lancaster? That is absolutely fucking mortifying, by the way. I know who I'll send that to as well. I mean, I've got Beau de Jour, which I think is better. It's better quality, it's stronger, all of that, you know. That statement deserves a moment of silence. Rest in peace, Zeno. Quite. That remark was acidic, Mitch, says Boss. I don't live there because I wouldn't be able to pay my medical bills, probably, says Boss. Yeah. There's not much of a state there, is there? I started at 125 mils, Zeno. 50 bucks Australian. They probably stopped production years ago. I imagine production was stopped a while back, yes. I'm not sure about years, but I imagine a while ago. The grey bottle one, yes. I was afraid to smell that fragrance. Actually, I thought it was going to be like Koros. It's not like Koros. Zeno Davidoff replacement is Beau de Jour. Fortunately, I have got 250 ml of Beau de Jour, and I really like it. What's for dinner, says Boz. It's dinner time, says Duchamp. I didn't say everything was great in Bosnia, just how the country is has its problems, like every country. Every country does have its problems. I always liked Zeno. For some reason, I never owned it. It felt very gentlemanly to me. When I was younger, I also knew a very old man who doused himself in it. Fabulous fragrance. Lavender, patchouli. Our last batch was in May 2023. Imagine owning. You know how people go on about owning a first batch of a fragrance? Imagine owning the last batch of a fragrance. 2 sprays part 2. Welcome, Rabbit. I'm glad you're enjoying your part 2. Speaking about Zeno, to me it smells extremely relaxing and somehow call me autistic, but it reminds me of the band Roxy Music, specifically the Avalon album. Brian Ferry's from near where I'm from. Beau de Jour, Heritage are both better than Zeno. Yes, I would agree. Jonathan has never smelled Beau de Jour. Oh. It's like a stronger version of, what's it called? I'm going to have to go and dehydrate, friends. I'm absolutely gasping. Give me a minute. I'll give you an extra 5 minutes tonight. Oh. I actually like Brian Ferry's solo stuff, if I'm being honest. More than lots of music. Shut up. Fucking always looks like he's about to burst into tears, to be fair. Okay. I also like that one before. What was the name? Blood and Flesh. There are $20 to $25 bottles on eBay, yes, until the news gets out. But I appreciate you finding that out. That is top Fragcom work. Fougere Royale is lovely, even in winter, says Prody. Yes, Fougere Royale is probably a better and more powerful version of Zeno. It is weak as piss, Richie G is right. Anyone ever tried Black Musk by Montal? I'm sure somebody has, but not me. Fougere Royale is really good. The crispness of Fougeres in cold weather is oddly nice. It's the patchouli. It's the contrast of the patchouli and the lavender. Currently watching Bobby's 31 Brew Cambon review. Great description of it. Spot on. Why aren't you watching this stream? Where is Margie? Probably at Margie's house. The legend says if you spray Versace Eros 3 times in the mirror, you'll get haunted by Ramsey. You'll get slapped about by Ramsey. Space, I've no more dollar to send you, but thanks, bro. I like to think of myself as Maud Lebowski. That's a strange way to think of yourself. What's weak as piss? Zeno by Davidoff. It's not a strong fragrance in its current. I don't think it was ever strong. I had a Lancaster bottle. It was nice, but I sold it. Excuse me. It was nice, but I sold it because it wasn't very strong. And I had Beau de Jour. Beau de Jour. Ah. Even worse if you wear Leighton, awful. Love it, I hated the frag, but the bottle is a piece of art. What is? Eros. The bottle. Versace bottles are always of a certain standard. I like the Dreamer bottle, strangely. Ow. I'm going to wear it tomorrow for sure. Big Lebowski and Once Upon a Time in America. Ugh. A couple of scenes in that are a bit rough for me. Like, product, will you buy me a present when you go there? Yeah, Dreamer bottle is beautiful as well, I know. I use the empty bottle for spraying my plants. Outrageous. Do you spray perfume on your plants? Remember when I liked Percival on Ramsey's stream? No, I don't remember that. Oh, when you said, alright. No, I still don't remember, to be fair. No, with water, I see. I don't know what I'm going to wear tomorrow, so there's only 6 days left. What should I wear for the last week? I'll be wearing tobacco oud on Thursday, because I usually wear tobacco oud on the first and last day, and I usually wear green Irish tweed on the first and last day of summer, spring and summer. Hermes literally makes you wear it outside on the street. The fucking little bastards. I would just tell them to fuck off. I've got too much self-respect. Hermes, I got totally spanked by him in the chat. And rightly so. I heard that Jack Noir was popular amongst football fans, especially English. I can't comment, to be honest. Avon Mesmerize has Zeno vibes too, but ambery and ambery Fougere. Well, there are plenty of amber Fougeres, aren't there? Look at how much of my Tom Ford tobacco there is left. Can you see? I don't know that you can. I'd say there's just under half. This will be the second bottle of this once I finish it. Also, on Friday, I shall be unboxing a very special fragrance. A fragrance I have already unboxed. I've already gone through a bottle. But I will be, and that and another one, actually. So you will see. Well, you guys kick me out of Fragcom if I say I don't like ambers. Anyone had Hermes Eau Fraiche? I kind of want to buy it, but I've never smelled it. Tour de Hermes Eau Fraiche. I didn't like it, to be honest. Eau Très Fraîche. I didn't like it personally. I think there are some people who don't really like ambers. Is it Lilion? It's certainly not Lilion. It wasn't an answer. Somebody might. I don't usually wear any ambers. I love wearing ambers. I might wear my Towers next week. I might wear Bellamy. I don't know, it comes to fucking nut cutting time. You know? That's what this is about. I've only got 6 wears left. Could wear Fahrenheit Absolute. Volutes. I wore Amen this week. Could wear Vert d'Enson, Vanille Havane, M7. Rojas Femme, Egoist Cologne Concentrate. Prada Amber is like no other. Prada Amber's fabulous. Ambers are tricky in hot climates. Don't really get a chance to wear them. Prada Amber is not really an amber. No, I would kind of agree with that. It's called amber, but it's not really an amber. To stand on that mirrored staircase at Chanel would be a dream. I have a 15mm. Don't like it too much, too harsh. Oh no, he got the last ever existing bottle of Balenciaga Pour Homme. I hope you're talking about me. I'm going to wear Desandres tonight so the witches can sniff me, says Horace. Oh nice. Ted Hermes DNA was prominent with a citron twist, quite strong sillage, which surprised me. Nice addition to any collection. Not mine, because I don't like it. Lou Amber's an old-time boxer. Going to wear Desandres because I've heard that it smells like Frederic Malle Bigarre concentrate, but the problem with Frederic Malle is that it performs extremely badly. Rich, when will we see the Healy first impressions? Oh, sometime this year. I have a lot of stuff I need to get into. I would really want to do the 80s de Venustus samples. Oh, fudge. So I think they might be next. Or the MDCI. Because the MDCI, there's only 5 of them. You know? Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, no. I'd like to try Healy's Cardinal. It's quite nice. 3 years ago, I discovered fragrance. Early February, binged all month long, just discovering everything. I spent years binging. Still binging. I think I heard enough about Balenciaga Pour Homme for the rest of my life. I haven't worn it that much this year because I wore it so much last year. So I've been trying. Well, this year, this autumn and winter has been the year of the amber for me, and that was done on purpose. So, bah. This is the finest amber. The finest amber of them all. Oh, Conjurer Eugene stream tonight. I got Cardinal for like 50. Awesome value. Outrageous. Will you do 16A Orchid? What's that? Alright, with you. I might be out making love to the moon all night, says Horace. Cardinal is nice. At first it just smelled so dry, but it settles into a nice linen note. Balenciaga Pour On was well worth the €150 I paid 50ml for. Yep, it's much better value than any Tom Ford. Oh, I will see, Horace. I will see. If it's in there, I'll wear it. I'll try it, sorry. As close to a gourmand as I'll ever get, says Hoy about Ambra Sultan. Oh, it's so fucking good. Jesus, it's so good. It's so fucking good. Oops. A rotation stream going to be on the 29th or the 1st. If Germs wants it to be on the Thursday, I'll do it on the Thursday. If not, it'll either be Thursday or Friday. I don't know. I take Poison on Thursday night, so whether I'll be feeling up to it on Friday, or it could be the perfect activity for Friday. You know? Friends, would you like to like the stream? Would you? Is that something you would like? Can I tempt you into liking the stream? Would I like you to like the stream? Possibly. Maybe. Cardinal smells like Spanish church at Easter. Great stuff. Is the rotation stream started slowly buying? Started slowly in 2020, but Eris Flame in 19 got me started. We've all got to start somewhere. Most profitable company in the world. Shame on them. Who? I tried any Frederick Moore yet. The Taylor Hermes really surprised me with the performance, and that was me testing it out in cooler weather. Taylor Hermes will perform well because there's a shit ton of ISO-E Super. Or ISO-E Gamma, whichever one it is, I can't remember. My binge decade with the 2010s, yeah. Also, the last question from me, but I ever smelled anything from Essential Parfums? I have not. I own Fig and Fusion and adore it. OnlyFans when Mitch. We are waiting. There will be no OnlyFans. Whenever you want, bro, you choose and I'll get it off work. I'll go for a sick day. Richie G had a sick day this week. And then he was like, oh, you come round at the weekend. I was like, behave. You're going to poison us with your fucking ailments. You're an ill man. Leave me alone. Sorry, I've just kicked you. Best fragrance for the full moon in Virgo. Poof. Oris Eris says, this is my binge year. Ah, you couldn't have picked a worse time, mate. You couldn't have picked a worse time. Prices are up. Quality is down. Fucking people are being perverts with their prices. Screw them. Richard, is Amber Sultan herbal? I like ambers, but I'm not sure about buying this one. Try it first. You should be able to get a decant. Are you in the UK? I will send you some. Mine's not quite as herbal as it used to be. The herbs have softened, or I've softened to the herbs. Mine's much more vanilla resin sort of thing. Remember when you hold two big boxes? I did the largest vintage haul ever. And then I did the largest vintage haul ever again. Twice. I've had the largest vintage haul. I had a box which weighed £35 in American money. It's like fucking what, 20 kilos? 22, 23 kilos. You guys need to help me by sending me things, probably, Caesarus. Get a PO box and people will do it. It'll just pour right in. $20 for 120 mil of Zeno Davidoff, $100 for 50 mil of Beau de Jour. Oh, well, the Beau de Jour, the modern Beau de Jour, isn't as good as the vintage one. The private blend one's much, much better than the signature one, because they replaced the patchouli. The quality of the patchouli in the original one's really good. Rich, you can do a live stream with Eugene about your top 10 ambers. That wrote most sense. How many towers have you got? 6. Nothing wrong with a solid hole. Isn't that the truth? My God, I hate the new Hermes so much. H27, whatever dishwater detergent. You guys need to help me by sending me things. I mean, I can do it. Get a PO box and people will start sending you shit. Oh yeah, Jonathan knows a thing or two about holes. He certainly does. Holosaurus. He's a Holosaurus Rex. And on that bombshell, that note, my friends, I am off. Going to sleep. Going to bed. Then going to sleep. I'm not going to fall asleep in this chair. I'll be fucked. Anyway, it has been a good stream. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for your comments and keeping me company. Thank you for watching and listening. And I will see you all again soon. Goodbye.